Hey YouTube, it's Double OTD here back with another video. Today I'm going to give my thoughts on episode 5 of House of the Dragon. Awesome episode, a lot happened. But before I get into it, make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed yet, hit the notification bell so you'll know when the next video drop. Alright, so the episode starts off with Daemon Targaryen. He's in the Vale and he goes to see his wife, where his wife catches him on the road. So his wife is a member of House Royce. They were the leaders of the Vale before House Aaron from Game of Thrones. They became the leaders. House Aaron was a big part of Game of Thrones. They pretty much was the house that kind of kicked everything off in that series. So I think it's cool to kind of add stuff from the Vale here, and then we get to learn new houses. We get to learn new sigils and things like that. So I thought that was cool. But in this scene, Lady Royce runs into Daemon on the road. At first, you know, if you know from the show, Daemon has really been talking crazy about this woman. He's been calling her ugly, saying that she looks like a sheep and all this other kind of crazy stuff. But she was a beautiful woman, and I think Daemon didn't like her because she's one of those strong female characters that probably wouldn't take crap from him, and that's probably why he didn't get along with her. But anyway, he catches her on the road and he pretty much just kills her. He gets her horse to react crazy and knock her off, and she hits her head. Now in the book this happened, but they don't hint on that Daemon did it in the book. So this is kind of a new thing that the show is doing, which I think is cool, that they're being able to flesh these things out. The situations that happen in the book that's coming from someone else's account, they're able to flesh it out and we can really see what happens. Next we go on to Otto Hightower. He's getting ready to leave King's Landing and he meets up with his daughter, and he's upset with her that she chose Rhaenyra's side over his, and he pretty much kind of scolds her and tells her that when Rhaenyra becomes queen, she is not gonna have any kind of allegiance to you. Matter of fact, you and your children are gonna be a problem for her. So he was telling her that you need to do something. You need to get Aegon ready to rule, because if you stay under Rhaenyra, she may kill you. Then we go on to where the king, he's going to Driftmark to meet up with Corlys so he can, you know, offer his daughter's hand in marriage to his son so they can join their houses. Now, I love this scene because you get to see Driftmark for the first time. Well, it's not the first time, but we really get to see it from a different angle. I love the Valyrians. I love the way they look. I love the costumes. I love the hair. And Corlys he's still pissed off at the king for all that's went on in the first few episodes. So he kind of made the king walk into his house instead of greeting him out front. I also like the part where Corlys asks the king, if my son becomes king or my grandson becomes king, can they keep the Valyrian name? This just goes to show you that Corlys is a forward thinker and he wants power. So I like that about this character. But Viserys isn't cool with that, and Corlys has no choice but to agree to the terms. The acting in this scene was incredible, man. The acting on this show, period, is amazing. Corlys' character, this guy is a great actor. The guy playing Viserys, he's doing an amazing job. I think he's probably gonna win an award for this show. He's acting circles around everybody. He's really standing out. Then we get into the juicy parts of the episode where they're getting ready for the wedding. Sir Christian Cole, he's in his feelings. He doesn't want to be a side piece. Pretty much, he's a side piece for Rhaenyra. Her and her husband to be, which is her cousin, and he's homosexual, so they made an agreement that, you know, they will keep their lovers on the side and just do this thing as a political thing. And so Christian Cole wasn't cool with that. He wants to run off with Rhaenyra and get married, and he got in his feelings about that. So I thought this scene was kind of funny. It was supposed to be sad, but I was kind of laughing when I was watching this scene because I'm like, dude, what you thought was gonna happen? You thought this girl was gonna give up the crown and run away with you? Like, no, that's not gonna happen. Then this guy was so much in his feelings that at the wedding, he actually beats the husband's boyfriend into a pulp. Like, he actually killed this guy, smashed his head in. He was just really on one. Then he was about to kill himself in the episode. Like, so Christian Cole was just really on one. And he's gotten close to Allison. She's gonna use him as a pawn. You know what? She's getting close to him, so he's gonna be on that side. Also, Matt Smith is Damon, man. He's crushing it. He's just crushing it. He's really standing out. Next to Viserys, I would have to say his portrayal of Damon is a real standout on this show. The funny part about this scene was when Lady Royce's cousin comes in and he confronts Damon because he thinks Damon killed his cousin. And Damon just pretty much act like he didn't care. He didn't know who the guy was. He's just such an asshole, man, but we love him for that. So anyway, after the chaos, they finally just go ahead and get married. Viserys rushes the ceremony because at first he was gonna wait like 7 days. They were gonna have like a whole bunch of tournaments and meals and stuff like that, and then they were gonna do the wedding. But after all the commotion, they just went on and rushed the marriage and just went on and got them married. Episode 6 is looking like it's gonna be awesome. We're getting new characters. Well, we're getting new actresses portraying the characters. So young Allison and young Rhaenyra, they're gonna be gone, and we're gonna have the older versions of them. We're gonna have the older versions of Laena Velaryon as well, and we're gonna see more dragons. We're finally gonna see dragons. This is the thing I got mad about in this episode. They did it again. They just showed the dragons for a split second and then went to another screen. I guess they're holding on to the budget, but it looks like we're gonna get a lot of dragon action next week. But y'all let me know what y'all thought of the episode in the comments. Like and subscribe to the channel. Cover House of the Dragon content over here. I'm loving the show, so that's why I started this channel, so I can talk about the show. But y'all like and subscribe to the channel, talk about it in the comments, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm gone.